again and welcome to Tips with Andrew. I am Andrew Sapiano. Thank you so much for joining me on this happy Wednesday, happy hump day, happy St. Patty's Day. I hope you guys are having an awesome week so far. I hope you're rocking out whatever you decided to do. If you are having St. Patty's Day plans tonight, I don't know how legal that is, but whatever you're planning, I hope you rock it out real big, and I hope that you enjoy every minute of it. Quick update, I am in the finishing touches of the weight loss course that I'm putting together for beginners. If that's something that you're interested in, or if you want, or if somebody that you know of is interested, definitely drop me a comment, send me a message, we'll get you some early bird access. There's tons of cool stuff that goes along with that, and I'm super excited for that. Almost done, so almost. Today, what I wanted to talk a little bit about was going easy on yourself. Some of the tips that I've given over the last little bit, one of them has most often been to go easy on yourself. And that means different things to different people. And, you know, life is hard, right? We need to understand that, we're not always everything's not always gonna go for us. We're not always gonna be peaches and lollipops and sunshines and rainbows at every moment, and we need to understand that. And a lot of times we don't give ourselves enough credit, and we don't really, enjoy ourselves enough. So that's where I wanted to come on, give some tips that sort of help me sort of get through stuff, give myself a break, help me to get back on track, and I want to share them with you. Hopefully they help. Let's get right into it. Tip number one is to take a break from the city. By this I mean to go to the cottage if you have one, take a trip if you can. Tina's parents, they have a trailer that we go to as sort of a getaway destination, if you will. But it doesn't even have to be something like that. I know that Tina and I, we took a trip out to Belleville a few months ago. Just as a drive, we were doing some drop-offs for samples, and what we did on the way, or while we were out there, was we just did sort of just a sightseeing adventure thing, right? Because we'd never been out there, right? So we don't know the area, and for us, it was like a little mini vacation. And for us, it was super awesome as a way to get away from the regular city life that we're used to. Good afternoon, DJ Yannix. My man, what's happening? You look lovely today. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I can look snazzy every once in a while, and I can also get down in the dirt when I need to. And so what getting away from the city did for us was, I did pass on your regards to Tina. She says, thank you so much. Daytime is not really effective for her to be in here. So, when I do a nighttime show, I'll definitely, get her on here, and, we'll rock it out together. So getting away from, the daily hustle and bustle of life is huge because, we know what to expect all the time, right? We know pretty much what's going on in our lives, and we know how to deal with what's coming up, and we know basically what's coming up, and we know pretty much what's around for making things interesting, right? As a getaway. I'll be sure to tune in. Awesome. I'll be excited to see that, and I know she's looking forward to it. Our schedules just don't match up at this point. But that's awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you so much taking your time out of your busy schedule to appreciate the value that I put out there. So for us, when we went away and we sort of took a getaway, right, a mini vacation, if you call it, that was huge for us because it gave us a different perspective as to what we thought was possible, right? What we thought was out there, what we were used to, and it was so beautiful. We stopped on this one lake, and it was just, this nothingness for, as pretty much as far as the eye can see. And we just, and the water was nice and calm, and the sun was shining down. I don't know if there was a cloud in the sky. It was just a beautiful day out there. And, everything was nice and calm. It was one of those things that we could just drive right down into the water. We didn't. But, for us, that was just huge. And it was so awesome to be able to just calm down, relax, take time out of our schedules to just sort of be with nature and understand, the value and the beauty that comes with life, right? And with nature. And if we didn't do that, if we didn't take that trip out, and if we didn't try and find some, off path, off-road, back alleyway, we wouldn't have found this. And this would have been something that we never would have experienced in our life. So that's why I say that taking a break from the city, getting out into a city or a town that you've never been to, or you don't normally travel to is huge. Because you just get to see the way that other people live and the way that other people experience stuff. And it's just, it's awesome for providing a different perspective. Number 2 is to have a schedule. I love this one because we tend to be yes people more often than not. We're trying to please the most amount of people all at once. And we want everybody to be happy with us, right? We don't like when people are mad at us, and we don't like being a disappointment to people, right? So we try to fit in as much as we can into our already busy lives, right? So that's why I love giving a tip to have a schedule. I love having a schedule myself, right? Because it just allows us to understand what we do, what we have going on, right? And there's certain non-negotiables in life, right? So we have to go to work because we need money. We probably have to bathe, right? At some point. We have to take care of our personal hygiene. We have to eat. We have to prepare lunches for the kids for school. We have to fit in some sort of extracurricular time. We have to sleep, right? We have to sleep. So this is all stuff that we need to schedule in. And this is why a schedule works amazing, because we can know exactly what's happening at what point, and then we can know exactly where we have time to fit in other stuff, right? We can't always fit in a lot because we have very busy lives already, and we have busy schedules, and we're on the go more often than not anyways. So that's why that's why we need a schedule, because we need to see where we can fit time in every once in a while, because life happens, right? Stuff happens, and we're going to need to divert a little bit, right? Or change course from time to time, every now and then. So that's why when you have a schedule, you know exactly what you need to get done. And more often than not, right, you know exactly how long it's going to take to do each task. So then you can know exactly where you can fit time in, or where you can sort of, take tasks out, multitask, move around, right? Shuffle, do all that stuff. But if you don't have it written down, you don't have a schedule, you have no idea what's going on. You're just kind of guesstimating, and you're just kind of going on a whim. And I like to think of it as a ship that is setting sail, right? So with a schedule and a captain and a crew and a map going, it knows where it's going. And I would say 99.99% of the time it's going to get to where it's going. And if you don't take the same ship, don't give it a schedule, don't give it a captain or a crew or a guiding system or nothing, and just let it go. If it even gets out of the harbor, right, it's probably not going very far. Number 3, take a nap. I love this one because this is exactly what I talked about, right? We need to sleep. We need sleep. Our body needs to rest, regenerate, reorganize everything. It needs it. And our body needs to be doing this stuff while we're sleeping. This is certain stuff that it can't do while we're awake. So we need to take that into consideration. And if we're not doing that, if we're not sleeping enough throughout the night, then our body needs to find time to rest and repair throughout the day. That's why, a lot of times you hit that crashing point and you need to just lay down and sleep for a little bit. But also taking a nap is a great way to just sort of allow your mind to just calm down and relax and really reorganize your thoughts. I love this one because what I was reading about it, if you have an idea, or if you're stuck on an idea or something like that, and you go to sleep, it kind of lets your mind just sort of roam and go, and just, plan its own course of action, right? And actually that way, when you wake up, you can actually, have better ideas, right? Have more knowledge on the topic, different ways, different thought process around it. So that's why I love, taking a nap can be a huge benefit. And it also just allows you to just calm down and relax, get away from life for, however long of a nap you end up taking. I suggest, I think I heard there's something like a half an hour, 20, 30-minute nap is like the perfect time, right? But you know your body, and if you need to sleep for a little bit longer, sleep a little bit longer. But also understand that if you take a little bit longer of a nap, it's going to be that much harder to sleep at night. So just, it's a give and take. It's a balancing act that we try and do all the time. So we're going easy on ourselves. Tip number 1 is to take a break from the city, get out, get away from your daily hustle and bustle of life. Number 2, have a schedule. Number 3, take a nap. Number 4, try not to be perfect. This one is huge because when we're trying to be perfect, we can always find faults and stuff. We are our own worst critics, and we are also, our biggest downers, right? We can just be so hard on ourselves, and we can, and so that's why we need to just understand that, we're not perfect, right? We are not robots. We can't always do things perfect, and if we're trying to do perfect, it's just gonna run yourself ragged, and you're gonna drive yourself into the ground, and you're really not gonna end up accomplishing anything because you're just going in this cycle, right? It's not perfect. This is stupid. I need to start over. Boom, did it. Now it's not perfect. Stupid. I need to start over. And you're just going in this circle, right? And you're just going round and round. And so you're not actually getting anything accomplished, and you're actually doing a little bit more detriment to your mind, to your mood, to your schedule, to your planning, to every sort of thing that happens, right? So when that's what we talk about, get okay with good enough, right? Good enough is huge because that's, like I said right off the bat, life is hard. And we're not always going to be able to do things perfectly. We're not always going to be able to have, the nice sunshine, lollipop, rainbows that we always want and that, that we think it should be. And we're not always going to have the perfection that we aim for. That's why we need to be okay with good enough. We need to put out good enough because, at the end of the day, just the fact that you keep on keeping on, it makes you that much better than the majority of people out there that just think that life's too hard and I might as well give up because what's the point? Don't be perfect. Just try to not be perfect because when you try and be perfect always, you just end up not getting that much accomplished right away, and B, you just end up you end up really just giving yourself a headache, just running yourself ragged. Just be okay with good enough because perfection is, as much as it can be accomplished, it's going to take a lot of hard work, right? Number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is to take breaks. This one is huge because, as I mentioned in the last tip, we're not robots. Right? We can't always go. We can't always be going. We need to take breaks. And we need to, if nothing else, we need to take a break because we need to understand, or we just need a different thought process. We need to just think of things a little bit differently. We need to allow our ideas to sort of time to fester, right? To come into their own, to fruition, right? So, that's why we take a break. That's why we take breaks at work, right? When we're at work, we take 10, 15, 20-minute break every couple hours, I think it is, roughly, give or take. I don't know, but I heard something that, the government of Canada wants you to have, it's roughly 5 minutes per hour of a break, right? So that's where you get your, 10, 15, 20-minute break every couple hours, that's, That's what science is telling us, right? That's what the government is mandating us to do. And so it should be no different for you. As much as we want to get a whole bunch accomplished and we want to do everything on our to-do list and we want to have the perfect schedule and we want to be the perfect person and we want to be, the perfect husband and father and dad and son and we want to be perfect everything, we need to take breaks. We need to let ourselves recharge. This goes back to my taking a nap tip, right? We need to rest, recharge, restore. And if we're just going all the time, we're just going to end up running ourselves ragged, and we don't end up accomplishing too much when we're too tired or we're not really in the game. That's why we take breaks to refocus, get back on track. Number 6 is plan a getaway. I love this one because just the sheer fact of planning a getaway just automatically makes you so much happier. I mean, whether or not you're actually going to take a trip is completely irrelevant to this topic. Planning the trip is huge because you just allow your mind to just wander. You allow your mind to run around, run ragged, and just start thinking of ideas and places that you want to go and things you want to do and stuff that excites you, right? And this is stuff that you can really only get by planning a getaway. And just if you sort of set a date, right? Set a date. It just makes you that much more excited to work towards that. Think about when we're actually going on vacation, right? We can't sleep. We don't really get too much, there's not really too much else going on in our mind. We can't, really focus too much because we're so excited about planning a getaway. And that's why I love this one, because it's going to just take your mind off of whatever's bothering you, whatever's going on in your life at that current moment. We can't always control what happens to us, but we can control how we react about it. And if we plan a getaway, it doesn't matter what's happening in our lives, because we're super excited about our vacation coming up. And like I said, whether or not you're actually going is completely irrelevant, because just the sheer fact of planning it, opening up the travel books, planning out flights, seeing all the different destinations, all the plans that they have, all the fun stuff that they do. Oh, right? I'm getting super excited just talking about it. I'm not even planning a getaway. So plan a getaway, and I would very much like to see if this tip doesn't work to help you. Tell me if it doesn't. My last tip, more than anything, is essential oils. I love using essential oils for everything, and going easy on yourself is just huge. I got a couple of blends here from doTERRA. The first one is called Balance. This one actually has rosemary and it has rosemary in it, and rosemary is great for helping with focus, mental clarity, right? Helping to so that's what this blend is perfect for. And you can also tell just by the name, right? Balance, when you need a little bit of grounding. It's the grounding blend, right? So when you need a little bit of grounding in your life, when you need a little bit less of everything, we'll call it. My next blend that I have here is Adaptive. Adaptive is a blend of oils that is great for, again, helping to promote mental clarity, helping to, rest and recharge, right? Any adaptive, right? Any sort of situation that's uncharted territory or uncharted waters, or a situation that you're not really, that you don't know if you're comfortable in, right? I love that blend. And my last blend is Citrus Bliss. I love this one because it's a blend of citrus oils. Citrus oils are naturally uplifting, invigorating. They have huge benefits on your mood and, helping you to sort of, again, go easy on yourself, right? So it's going to help with your mood, because when you're in a bad mood, everything just irritates you, right? So put yourself in a good mood. That's all I got for you for today. I really hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to share this with your friends, a family member, perhaps somebody from your team that you feel needs to hear this. If you'd like to learn more about essential oils, or how to get your hands on some of this cool stuff that I'm talking about, or if you would like a free sample of oils, definitely drop me a comment, send me a message, and we'll get you rocking and rolling. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. I look very forward to talking to you again. I love you guys. Bye for now.